Hello, everyone. Leslie McDonnell here with Remax Select Properties. Congratulations! We made it through 2020. And 2021 is starting out with a bang. I got to say, it's a really busy market. I got an accepted offer on Christmas Eve, removed subjects yesterday. I've got another accepted offer listing coming up. Just really, it kind of felt like Christmas didn't happen. It did, but it was so different this year. You're not with the same mobs of family. Everything's kind of through Zoom. I was talking to one of my girlfriends. She, made the dinner and then delivered it to the kids. The kids were supposed to come and pick it up, but they all got drunk. And so, she said she felt exhausted as normal. I spent time with my mom on our family farm. I kind of were in the same bubble. We both live alone. And it was great. It was a great time. I was working from there. Like I said, I did get an accepted offer on Christmas Eve, and then of course came home and we did all the due diligence, and everybody is really happy. Looking back at 2020, so we were seeing, a pretty steady beginning of the year, and then COVID hit. I thought I'd just actually show you here. So this is the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver. And back in 2020, so we were starting the year, like I said, it was really busy. I was had like this year, last year's start was ramped up, and we kept seeing the prices go up. Then March hit. There was this pause for a couple of months. People were trying to figure out what to do. I know, as my role of director at large for the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver, back in March, we were having meetings every 2 weeks with the board of directors, reviewing the finances, making sure that we had enough money in case, not knowing what the future held and knowing that we were in this big pandemic. Uh, Fortunately for real estate, seems to have been immune. The vaccine was in place, so to speak, because really we just saw, this pause here. The market didn't even really go down in terms of prices, with respect to the stats, just kind of paused. And then once uh, COVID protocols were set in place, real estate was deemed an essential service. We kept seeing the market continue to rise, and it's risen from that point. So, one of the reasons why I bring this up is you've likely gotten your BC tax assessment recently in the mail. We know that in 2020, the combined capital assessed value of real estate in BC was $1.41 trillion, and that's gone up $50 billion in 2021. So it's $1.46 trillion. The biggest areas that increased in their value were Squamish and the city of Vancouver. Both went up about 10% in their tax assessment value. Following that, Bowen Island went up about 9%. Pemberton and Mission and Port Coquitlam all went up around 8%. In the condo market, we saw about 6% increases in North Vancouver and Maple Ridge. And then there was only just two areas where there was actually a decline in the tax assessment value, and that was condos in White Rock and detached houses in the university endowment lands. Now, thinking about when your tax assessment value was determined, it was in July of 2020. They were looking at what was going on, and it's determined for your tax purposes. So if we look back here, just going to switch back. Um, your value is determined basically on what was happening about right here. And now the prices have risen. It does just, it is different with each neighborhood. So let's take a look at Vancouver East. So a very similar trend. Let's see if that's a difference between, so detached, it's just basically, and that's a lot of people that are wanting to have, this shift, more space, office space, front door, no elevators, this type of stuff. And whereas the condos, we're really seeing this up and down. And then the townhouses, again, it's a little bit of an up and down. We had a bit of a spike here in September 2020. So it can change. It really depends on what your home is. So if you've got plans this year that involve real estate transacting, and you want to know, you think maybe your assessment's a little low, and you want to pay more taxes, but you want it to show higher for that, you're welcome to call me, and I can give you a professional opinion on what I think your home is worth. If you feel like your tax assessment is too high, and you want to challenge that, I can also help you with the resources on how to do that and lower your taxes. Really depends a little bit. There is some strategy involved on what your personal plans are. If you want to do anything, challenge anything with your tax assessment. If you want to discuss those plans with me, and I can, be a sounding board and provide you with advice, I'd be more than happy to. Or if you're perfectly content with what you've got and what you're paying, by all means, way to go. I hope you're all having a great start to the new year, and I'm here for you for anything that you need, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much.